Hello folks, this is Aitan Ajha from InspiredRise.com and today we are going to talk about the Realme 2. So guys, let's first start with an unboxing for the same. This is the official box for the Realme 2. Inside what you get is the TPU cover for this smartphone, and this one is the silicone TPU cover. Something like this gets yellow over a long period of time, and you get the smartphone itself. Looks quite good, has the diamond black cuts on the back, and then you get the 5 volt 2 ampere charger, which is not a fast charger, and you get a USB type A to micro USB cable on the inside. Let's talk about the build and design of the smartphone. It looks really good, has a notch style display, 6.2 inch HD plus, not full HD plus, and then there's the notch at the top with 8 megapixel front camera with f2.2 aperture. At the bottom there's the micro USB port, 3.5mm jack, and the speaker grill. You can see the Realme branding at the back, and on the right hand side there is the dedicated micro SD card slot along with the dual SIM slot and the volume rocker. Camera does not protrude out much significantly, and then there's the dual tone LED flash at the back along with the fingerprint sensor. At the back the camera is of 13 megapixel plus 2 megapixel sensor, f2.2 plus f2.4, and then there's the Realme branding, the fingerprint sensor, and overall I felt that the design is quite good. This phone is handy. At the right hand side there's the power button for the smartphone. And now let's talk about the specifications. It comes with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 450 chipset, 3GB or 4GB of RAM, 32GB or 64GB of internal storage. In our variant we got 51.7GB free out of the 64GB, and it has almost all of the sensors that are required for a great smartphone experience, so they have not skipped on that front. If I talk about the benchmark performance, this device scored above average scores on almost all of the benchmarks, and the read-write speed is also quite good for this device, which means that they have not opted for a low read-write storage. And now let's talk about the gaming performance and FPS on this device. It comes with a dedicated Realme game space which allows for better gameplay, but this device was able to run PUBG only on low performance settings, but still I was able to play it quite well and there were no lags on the low settings, so that's something good, that at least it's playable unlike few other phones out there. The Snapdragon 450 does its job in almost all of these situations, and the temperature for this device was acceptable even after playing it in outside conditions. Now let's talk about the camera for this device. There's a 13 plus 2 megapixel camera sensor at the back, and it supports software zoom, which can be seen over here. The front camera is an 8 megapixel one, and I found that the camera was good enough in daylight conditions, and the image processing is classic Oppo style, so you get good dynamic range, you get some nice sharpening here and there, but still as soon as you move on to the low light conditions the images fall flat. So overall I felt that the color reproduction was quite good and everything looked great, but only in natural lighting conditions. As soon as you move to low light conditions the image quality deteriorated quite a lot, and you can see in all of these pictures that what I said is true. And now let's talk about the video quality. It shoots up to 1080p videos and it has some sort of stabilization present, but still the videos could also have been better in case the low light performance was better. Now let's talk about the software on this device. It comes with Android 8.1 based Color OS, and the experience was smooth enough. If you're somebody who's not really a big fan of something like Color OS, you can always slap a custom launcher on top of it. And then there's the Project Reveal support. Seamless updates are not supported, but there's a hot system update feature which allows you to update the phone without restarting it. One of the biggest issues with the software on this phone is the fact that you cannot swipe notifications completely to the left, and you have to press the delete button on all of these notifications, which is literally annoying. The fingerprint sensor at the back is quite fast, unlocks almost every time under 1 second, so that's something good. And then there's the face unlock mechanism present on this phone, which is also quite fast and worked almost every time that I used it. This phone comes with a 4230 mAh battery, and it's one of the biggest plus points of this smartphone. The battery lasts long, really long, like Duracell. And if I talk about few other things, then this smartphone does take a lot of time to charge with the by default charger that comes in the box. You can use a quick charge enabled charger, something like a 9 volt 2 ampere or 3 ampere charger, in order to charge it fastly. But the thing is that the by default charger that you get in the box is not that fast. And then let's talk about the price. The pricing would be below 10,000 rupees, and for a smartphone with a notch style display and all of these good features and then the excellent battery life, it's a okay price. You have to consider the fact that it only comes with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 450, which is not the best performing chipset out there, but still this is a budget smartphone. So few issues here and there can be neglected to some degree. So guys, this was it for this video. In case you like this video, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. Do subscribe to Inspire to Rise for more awesome tech videos like this one. And guys, no matter what you do, stay inspired to rise.